Brothers and sisters, good evening. It's a pleasure to be with all of you again. A couple of days back, I had a not so friendly debate, if you can call it a debate, with an old friend on social media. Okay, and though I couldn't see him, we were just texting, I could feel the anger that he was experiencing. I could see him with his face red and his tone of voice becoming menacing. Okay, and I also know what was causing all this anguish, because he was sending into my inbox a lot of memes and pictures and videos, and most of them were fake news anyway, but that's another story. But I could see that this kind of content was really making him extremely angry and fearful. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this video with you is that you might have experienced such things, and particularly of late. Okay, what we need to understand is that any content, when we watch this kind of content, we definitely get that feeling of anger, right? We get that feeling of fear. What we have to understand is this particular feeling is created because there are a lot of chemicals that are being injected into our brain and into our bodies when we experience that feeling, and that's why we get that feel. It's almost like somebody takes a perfume bottle and sprays something in your brain. Things like noradrenaline, things like acetylcholine, and into your body, it's like somebody is giving you an injection, cortisol, adrenaline, and similar chemicals. Now, I don't want to talk about what these chemicals will make you do, because I think we all know how we behave when we become angry. But what I want to talk about is what these chemicals prevent us from doing, what these chemicals stop us from doing, and that's very important, because every time these chemicals are activated in our brains, the prefrontal cortex, the PFC, like the PVC, the PFC, our thinking brain switches off. So we cannot be creative, we cannot solve problems, we cannot take decisions. The part of the brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and learning, logs off. Okay, so we cannot learn anything. Even our what we remember dwindles over time when we become angry so frequently. So all these, when it keeps on happening, literally it is stopping us, okay, stopping us from progressing forward, stopping us from achieving our goals. Yes, when you're angry, you cannot sit down and think, oh, okay, so where am I right now? Where do I want to reach? And what must I do to reach there? You cannot strategize. So my dear friends, just think, if you're somebody who often gets content like this, just think, when was the last time you had a real laugh? Okay, not the laughter that you have when you look at a meme, not like, oh, a real nice laugh. When was the last time you played with a child with abandon? When was the last time you sat down and read a nice book? When was the last time you took a refreshing walk in the open? When was the last time you thought of a creative idea? Let me deck my room up like this. Can I make some changes in the interiors like this? When was the last time you wrote something? If you're somebody who likes blogging, who likes to write poetry, okay, when was the last time you took a camera and took some nice photographs? Well, all these nice activities that make us feel happy and fulfilled, unfortunately, we are barred from doing any of these when these chemicals run riot in our body. So just think, by looking at these news snippets, by engaging with this content, by arguing with people on this, and getting a steady flow of these dangerous chemicals, I call them the devil's cocktail, okay? In fact, that is stopping us from achieving our goals. That's stopping us from getting ahead. And what is even more dangerous is that when you have such experiences, though you want to control yourself, you cannot. And studies show that it subconsciously passes on to the people around us. So our children, our spouses, our loved ones, our relatives, they're also being denied of having a productive, happy experience just because we are engaging with content like this on social media and getting into futile debates, because the value of what's happening right now, the news that we hear right now, that will die out in a few moments, but we will get stuck. Okay, and forget about getting stuck. We might even regress. We might get back on our schedules. We might not be able to achieve all our dreams. Now, if this is going to happen to us as individuals, just imagine what is going to happen to us as a community, what is going to happen to us as a country if we indulge in all this. So my suggestion as a brother would be, when you come across such content, if you know what's good for you, okay, please try to disassociate yourself with the content. If at all you want to engage with this content, do it productively, by refuting the content and spreading messages of love and happiness and growth and productivity. Another huge thing that takes a toll when these chemicals run in your body is your optimism, and your optimism is directly linked to your hope. So if you want to be hopeful about the future of your loved ones, please stop engaging with this kind of content. So do not debate, okay, and do not forward when you come across content like this. Thank you.